My name is Chip Flanagan. I am the executive chef of Ralph's on the Park. I remember it had to be 2000, maybe. A dishwasher at Louis the 16th used to always do second lines. His name was Spanky. And he used to tell us all the time, you got to come. He'd bring his suits in to the restaurant, these crazy all green suits with a yellow shirt or something. And so he was big into that. So we'd go to the second lines to go see him, basically. And I don't know who it was, but somebody was serving yakame, and we had it, in the styrofoam cup, and it's really salty, The egg, the hard-boiled egg, was, overcooked. I guess after I do it, I can have a philosophy about it. But really, it's when Jordan and I were in this and thinking about it and making it, you don't really see the forest for the trees. You don't know that you're participating in the growth of a strange new cultural dish. We don't think about it like that. Really, what we have to do, we look for inspiration, and the bottom line is I wouldn't be working if it weren't true. We have to sell these dishes. People have to buy them. Otherwise, I got to find a new line of work. So I think that's almost the first, the first stress on you. You realize, okay, well, let's do it. Okay, well, let's make it good because we have to sell it. That's our jobs. I mean, there's so much competition culinarily in the world, and so maybe we don't come at it from that angle. But after you sit back and think about it, after you do it, you can take those things in, because I guess it's true, because you're here. Susan from the Picayune, interviews me about it. I go to Jazz Fest and do my cooking demo, which wasn't yakame. It was a sandwich, a corned beef sandwich we do for lunch. So many people, as I'm setting up my station for the demo, people just come up to, I read about that last Friday. Oh my God, y'all are doing yakame? That is so weird. How do you do that? I don't know if I've ever been, asked that many questions about one thing that we did, so that makes you think. It piqued everyone's interest. My Danielle Bono, my old French chef, years ago, told me that's what chefs do. We take what's around us, because the chefs back in the day used to cook for the rich, the royalty, before there were restaurants or anything, and they would take the food of the people, the peasants, and make it into something else. I don't want to say elevate it, but bring a new life to it, I guess, refine it, maybe. And he said that's one of the jobs of a chef. You take what's happening in your culture, in your world around you, which is New Orleans, and you create with that. That's how you have these dishes in France that everybody knows the names of, coq au vin, old, tough rooster, braised in red wine, marinated for 3 days in red wine. Everybody knows it now. And there's a reason it's classic, because they made it good, and there's certain ways of doing it, and that came from the people on the streets, the peasants in France, because they would have to cook for sustenance, every day. So they would just grow food, raise animals, and I don't know. That's a part of it. You take what's around you and you create with it.